Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod review, and today we're checking out a brand new lore-friendly shotgun mod, and that's going to be the Handmade shotgun by Pignus, aka the Commonwealth Story Expansion Project. Now, this mod is going to add a very customizable handmade shotgun. Very similar to the handmade assault rifle from the Nuka World DLC, this is going to be an AK-based platform, but it's going to be much more ramshackle and handmade, using a lot of parts that you would actually find in-game, which is really cool. Now, when it comes to the creation of this mod, it's going to be using all in-game NIFs, so it's not actually going to feature any custom assets, but it's going to use things that are already in the game, which really make it look like it fits in-game, which is really cool. It also is going to feature custom animations from War Daddy that are going to help make this thing feel a little bit different from some of the vanilla weapons. Now, this shotgun does have leveled list integration and will start spawning out in the world after level 10, so you can expect to find this thing on different raiders and gunners who have gone ahead and crafted their own shotguns to shoot back at you. This thing features some super unique parts, including a ton of different ammo types that will allow you to change how the weapon functions, be it slugs or cryo rounds, Gauss rounds, even plasma-infused buckshot. So there's a lot of stuff you can really do with this weapon. Let's go ahead and check it out in-game and see exactly what we're getting. We'll go ahead and start with the stats of a basic version of one of these shotguns. So here we have a short handmade shotgun with pretty much no attachments on it. It's going to have a base damage of 48. Of course, it is shooting shotgun shells. It has a fire rate of 25 and semi-automatic, has a range of 95, an accuracy of 19, a weight of 15.4 pounds, and a value of 84 caps. And you can see where a lot of these parts come from, having a receiver from an AK, a combat shotgun magazine, some hunting rifle wood accessories, and even some custom parts like a tin can cover for the gas tube. Now, before you point it out in the comments, you'll notice that a lot of these parts are crooked and wonky, and that is completely intentional by the author to make this thing really look handmade and like it's made of scrap. I mean, this is something that raiders kit bashed together in their garage with a bunch of extra parts, so it's going to not look perfect, which I think really helps sell the Fallout handmade style. Now, something I know that you guys are going to like right off the bat is that this does use War Daddy's combat rifle animations, so when you reload, it is going to use the right-handed animations, which are very nice. Now then, moving on to what makes this mod really special is those attachments, and there are a ton for this mod, so you can really customize this thing to your liking. We'll go ahead and start with barrels. First of all, the short porta barrel does seem to have a bit of an issue at the moment, but I'm sure that will get fixed pretty quick with a patch. But the standard barrel does look mighty fine. The light barrel having a flamer fuel canister as your foregrip. The sawed-off barrel being nice and short with a bit of turpentine covering the gas tube. We have the heavy barrel, which is going to use some pipe rifle parts, as well as a custom sort of angled grip with some jingly jangly keys at the bottom. And then we have the automatic barrel, which is definitely the most advanced, using a bipod and some 10mm parts. For stocks, we have the standard short stock, which is just going to have the stock sawed off at the back. We have the full stock, the lightweight stock, the recoil compensating stock, and the marksman stock with a nice little package of ammo or whatever else you want to throw in there. For magazines, we have a whole lot of magazine options. Starting with the quick magazines, these are going to have 4 rounds in the mag, and they're going to reload much faster. You have your standard buckshot, Dragon's Breath, which is going to have incendiary damage, and it is marked with a nice little orange splotch of paint. The birdshot is going to do less damage, but have more spread and more projectiles. The depleted uranium is going to add some radiation damage. The micro grenade magazine will shoot a very small grenade and do AoE damage. The plasma buckshot will infuse the buckshot with plasma and will do energy damage. The pulse slug is going to fire 1 projectile that will do extra damage to robots. And then we have the standard slug, which is just going to be 1 single projectile for a lot of damage. Moving on, though, we have standard magazine sizes, so these are going to have more rounds in the mag, but they're going to reload a little bit slower than the quick mags. And we're going to have all the same options as before, with buckshot, birdshot, depleted uranium, dragon's breath, slugs. And then we will also have an extended buckshot magazine, which is going to have way more rounds, and the buckshot drum mag, which is kept in a little coffee tin. And you're actually going to need that coffee tin to be able to craft this. Pretty cool. Then for sights, we have the standard iron sights. We have glow sights, which is going to add a rail made out of a ruler and a new rear sight. We have the reflex sight, the hollow sight, the medium scope, the short scope, the long scope, and the short recon scope. Moving on to the muzzles, we have the option for no muzzle, a compensator, the compensator for the short barrel if you throw on the sawn-off barrel, that way it meshes correctly, the breaching device for short barrel, the suppressor, and the suppressor for short barrel. And then we have the cryo module and Gauss accelerator. Now these are two very special attachments. They're really going to change up how the weapon functions, and they're going to require some special parts. Specifically, if you want to craft the cryo module, you'll need cryo parts, and if you want to craft the Gauss accelerator, you'll need Gauss parts. These can be found all over the Commonwealth in different factories or industrial zones, but if you want to find two right off the bat, you can actually head over to Virgil's cave, where there will be one of each sitting on his workbench. And then finally, we do have a receiver section where we have the standard, improved, hardened, advanced, and powerful receivers, all of which just giving you increased damage. And you can get even higher damage than the powerful receiver by combining some of the other parts up above. Alright, and now it is time for the damage test section of this video. We will be testing the shotgun 4 times, each time on a Deathclaw with no weapon perk, so we can really see what the shotgun is doing itself in terms of its different attachments that we have equipped. From the left, we're going to be using the standard version of the shotgun with no real attachments, and then we'll be testing it out with the highest damage I could achieve using slugs and a really powerful magazine. And then we will be testing the highest damage we could get out of the cryo cell using barrel and then the Gauss barrel. And we'll just see how each of those does now, starting with the standard shotgun. Let's see how we do against this Deathclaw here. Short magazine size is going to hurt. Going to have to reload every 4 shots. And 4 more should do it. Alright. So a total of 16 shots out of 4 magazines isn't too shabby for a pretty standard shotgun at level 10. Let's see how we do with slugs out of our advanced rifle. And he goes down in only 4 shots. Very nice. This could be used as a pretty cool makeshift sniper. Moving on to the cryo shotgun. This is still using buckshot, but it's going to have that cryo barrel. And it is just shy of 1 magazine. It puts down the Deathclaw in 5 shots. A lot of that's going to do with the buckshot being spread, whereas the last rifle had pinpoint damage, so we could hit the weak spot every time. Let's see how we do with the Gauss barrel shooting out slugs. And we put that Deathclaw down in 3 shots. It's possible we may have been able to do 2 if we had taken the time to aim at his weak spot, but oh well, he still went down pretty dang quick. So yeah guys, that is the Handmade shotgun by Pignus as part of the CSEP project. Now then, if you want to try this mod out for yourself, it will be linked down in the description below, and it's available for both PC as well as Xbox. And really quick before we end the video, I do want to say that the author of this mod is also working on a pretty large quest mod and is looking for voice actors. So if you're at all interested in that and you want to put your voice acting to the test, there will be a link down at the bottom of the description below where you can go ahead and apply for that project. With that though, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you want to try this mod out for yourself, it'll be linked down in the description below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a rating and consider subscribing for more videos just like this. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace. And really quick, I'd like to make a shout out to all of our patrons. Your donations are greatly appreciated and really help to support the channel and videos just like this one. So again, thank you.